If you asked me at probably any point in my life, would I be crying over Christmas? I don't think I'd ever think I'd be crying over Christmas. If you aren't aware, a very well-known YouTuber in the exploration and roadside attraction space, Adam the Woo, passed away shortly before Christmas. There's a lot of people who were way closer than I ever could have been to him. I personally don't think I ever had any direct message or anything like that with him. But one thing that I have that isn't common with a lot of his viewers, his regulars and whatnot, I watched his videos for a very, 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 very long time. I don't remember, because it's been so long, I don't remember the exact official first video ever I watched from him, but one of the earliest videos I remember watching was a 2011 explorer of a Six Flags that had been abandoned. And in that video, there's a particular scene that, even to this day, it creeps me the frick out, but I love it. He tried to squeeze himself into what seemed to be some kind of plastic mannequin legging thing that had busted off, but he's trying to put his legs in and stand in it, and it didn't work. That video as a whole was creepy. It's just a really creepy thing to go explore, but similar to a lot of other people on YouTube, his videos were a direct influence on me. Even if we didn't have the friendship thing that a lot of other people creating videos on this topic do have. Will people wait? Nope. Go figure. I'm going. You better wait. They're not going to wait. Look at that. Look at that. Full speed ahead. By the way, you do not need to press those buttons. This is just standard sign. You're supposed to stop regardless of whether the lights are activated. Gotta love American infrastructure sometimes. It could be worse. The intersection that was here was before this roundabout. Good golly, that was a disaster. It's an interesting interchange to me when I was a kid, but it's a disaster. What's here now is better than that, but it's still not perfect. And obviously, people don't like waiting at these flashing beacons, but I digress. There's a lot of people who inspired me to do the videos that I do. I did a video a while back that kind of talked about this, listed quite a few of the people off. I can't remember if I put Adam the Woo in there. If I didn't, I should have. I genuinely should have. I don't remember if I did or not, just because there is a vast amount of people who influenced me, not just Adam. But Adam was on that list. And Adam influenced a lot of the people who influenced me. So in turn, he really should have been on that list if I didn't include him. Right now we're in the area of Kohl's Shopping Center. This is now the Blue Diamond Center as well as Blue Federal Credit Union headquarters. I've done numerous videos about this place, so not necessarily the main topic of the video, but I don't know. I came out here because this was one of the very first things I filmed as abandoned when the Kohl's Shopping Center was here. I think there were a few things I photoed in some way or something like that, but I never really did a video of something abandoned until I did the Kohl's Shopping Center, which was basically Cheyenne's first semi-suburban style shopping center that wasn't like downtown, but it was still kind of built like downtown in a way, aside from the Safeway. It's not the same anymore, but Blue came in here and built their new headquarters, and they made it look pretty nice, I will say. And unfortunately, recently, this place right here, this used to be a gym, and this place closed. This is the first closure in their area, and I don't know why they closed. but it's a pretty decent sized space. I kept thinking maybe I'll do a video, but it's like, well, I got other things I'd rather video, but you know, I'll include it here. Why not? They were here for a while. It's some kind of a gym thing, and now it's not there anymore, but the Clean Eats is still here. Blue has added their own thing into their building here with the Boost Center and their little branch. So it's not like it's dying or anything. New dentist, Sunlight Dental, actually recently opened in here too. So pretty cool. Sunlight used to be on Logan inside of another former. That building actually used to be a dentist before Sunlight Dental. And God, there might have been another one before that for all I know. I'd have to go dig, and I'm not going to get into that today. Back when Cole Shopping Center was here, the sidewalk would have been barged up against the curb along with the traffic. So while you had the downtown feel of walking by storefronts, it was also unnervingly sketchy, to say the least, to walk by here because of just all the traffic. But when they built this, they moved the sidewalk back, delineated it, lifted you up. It's like you're literally higher than the tops of cars. They did a pretty nice job of making the best of this. Of course, you got a windmill there for Sunlight Dental. It looks like the wind must have messed it up a little bit. Too bad. The wind has been bad lately, so I'm not surprised. I've done videos of the roundabout too, so, or at least I have done a video publicly, and I've recorded at least a couple or three now. I think I've gone through here on live streams even, so. Anyway, it's really weird how, you know, you can be looking at, you can be following a YouTuber or something like that, and I don't know, you kind of connect in a way that you just don't connect when you're watching a, you know, maybe a celebrity on a movie or something like that. And I think a point that one of the other people, I can't remember his name, it's some guy that had something to do with dogs. Guy talks to dog, I don't know, I'll put his name on screen if I remember to, but he was doing a video kind of talking about how, kind of talking about the parasocial relationship, quite frankly. And he is kind of talking about how, you know, with a celebrity on TV or something like that, usually you only see them acting. You don't actually get to know them like you would on following a YouTuber like Adam in this case, or really anyone. When I was a kid, I watched a channel by the name of FaZe Rug, and he had this cute as could be pug that was named Bosley. When I was a kid, we had pugs in my home, so I mean I'm familiar with pugs. They're kind of nifty looking creatures, considering that they have kind of that smushed face compared to what most dogs have with the snout and everything. Anyway, he had this dog named Bosley that was a pug, and you know, I kind of got to know the pug a little bit in that respect because he'd always be in the videos that FaZe Rug would do way back when. Of course, I was a kid at the time, you know, barely getting in my early teens when I was watching his content a lot. I don't watch it as much nowadays, but even that really kind of made me sad when the pug passed away. I specifically recall that just that made me a little bit emotional partly because I know how it is, and partly because it's like I watch that dog all the time on the videos. And you know, with Adam, it's kind of similar in a way, but maybe even more so because, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really weird. We live in a different time where you can actually get to know someone who is maybe in more of a celebrity status, which I think Adam clearly was. We live worlds apart, by the way. I'm all the way out here in Wyoming, and that guy's all the way down in Florida, or was. Not so much now, maybe, but I didn't know until after he passed away that I guess he was actually going to be trying to do Lincoln Highway at some point. Now, of course, this is Cheyenne, Wyoming. Cheyenne is on Lincoln Highway. If I'd known before he had passed, I do think it's pretty likely I would have probably tried to reach out. Would anything have happened? I don't know. Maybe, who knows? We'll never know now. Yeah, it's hard saying if anything would have happened. It's a surprisingly warm day, this December day. Usually we'd probably at least see really cold weather and at least a little bit of snow around this time. But, I mean, I think it got close to 60 today, and right now it's probably in the low 50s. High 40s to low 50s, somewhere in there. It's getting later in the day, so it's cooling off, but I've debated a lot over the last few days, ever since he passed. Should I do a video talking about it? Should I not do a video talking about it? At the time, I was editing a video I had recorded back in November up in Scottsbluff of a Dollar General, and for some reason that video went crazy. I don't know why. It blew up compared to the rest of the videos around it. Don't know why. I actually legitimately couldn't tell you for sure. I kind of figured it would get a little more viewage than some videos, but I don't think that video deserved all the attention it got already so far this time of the recording. Man, it's crazy to think that Safeway and Kohl's store and all that would have been right in this area where I'm walking. Man. Yeah, that was like the first abandoned thing I did besides Sears, but I did Sears more as like Spirit Halloween, so I don't know if that counts. I almost did Toys R Us in Fort Collins, but I decided to just enjoy it for myself because it was what I was familiar with, and I just wanted to enjoy what might have been my last visit. I just didn't want to distract myself when, I don't know, didn't really have as much knowledge about filming. In hindsight, probably should have just pulled out my phone and recorded at least a couple of clips or taken a photo or something. But, oh well. What's done is done. I do wonder, I've watched so many videos of like people talking about their history with them. Carpetbagger did a video talking about how they had done some cool stuff together, how they were friends, and there's just so many people that have kind of come out and just kind of talked about some of their memories and history with Adam, and I don't know. I didn't have the luxury of having that kind of connection to him, but who knows if we would have ever maybe one day met up, who knows? That would have been really cool, because if he came through Cheyenne, there's a good chance that if nothing else, we might have accidentally bumped into each other. Because I do go out around Cheyenne pretty frequently. I'm here, This is home base for me. This is my main stomping ground when I do my videos and whatnot. Who knows what would have happened, but I don't know. I guess just his passing and everything has really had me thinking a lot more about what I want to do with my life and where I want to go. I mean, I've already been thinking about that quite a bit over the last maybe year or two, but I feel like I've been thinking about it way more in the last few days with his passing than previously. Back when Kohl's Shopping Center was here, this alley would have led up to the backside of Safeway and the loading docks and all that. Realistically, I probably could have gone inside of the restaurant pretty easily. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of vandalism that had a window broken and one of the doors was unlocked too. I really could have probably gone in, but I didn't because I didn't feel like I needed to. These days, would the adrenaline rush push me to go in? Maybe, but I don't know. It is weird how they had the configuration up here, because it went up to Pershing, and there's a really wide roadway, and it merged with the parking lot, and it was so awkward. I like how Blue did it a little bit better. It's a lot safer, I think, than it used to be. Remember, the trucks would always break the fence up there on that corner of the retaining wall. I don't know, though. Like I said, I've just been thinking a lot more about what I want. And it's like, well, in a way, I kind of do want the same thing, in a way. It's at least one of the same things that he wanted, which is hopefully to not go the route of working for someone. It's just not something I'm desperate for. There's a lot of reasons for that, but I don't want to get into it here. It's going to make the video too long. Way longer than it needs to. It's not really the point. Yeah, about right here, this was the kind of the end of the retaining wall. I used to be able to go up that way or go through here. And the trucks would always damage that fence when they went around the corner. There's so many times that it kind of felt sketchy to be there. You can still see some of the damage right there from where they've broken it in the past. Was not a good spot for the trucks to turn out, but that's how they did it. Probably did it that way because of how the Safeway was situated after they rebuilt it, but I don't know. I think there used to be a gas station in the area of the Country Kitchen too. Gotta switch hands now because my fingers are hurting from holding my phone. Don't usually do videos like this, but yeah. I don't know. It's just really had me thinking. It's like, I don't know if I really want to go the route of like working for someone necessarily. That doesn't mean I wouldn't, but I don't know. I kind of, in a way, I really do want my YouTube channels to work out somehow. I don't know what that looks like yet. That doesn't necessarily mean earning solely from the YouTube or whatever. Currently, all the funds I get from the YouTube ultimately end up going towards gear and stuff like that. So, you know, if it one day got to the point where I was making enough, you know, to live, that'd be pretty dang cool. I hit stop recording. It would be pretty dang cool, but I don't know if I'll ever get there. And with the way the ads on YouTube are these days, I don't know. I don't know. Ads, I don't know. The last maybe 2 years, ads on YouTube have unfortunately gotten pretty crappy. They've gotten increasingly prone to having scams and just all kinds of stuff that isn't exactly desirable. I think Penguin Z0, aka Moist Critical, did a video where they actually ordered some of the AI dog crap that ended up just being a plushy dog that makes little squeaky noises. It doesn't do anything they advertised. Who can be surprised? I understand that if you're a platform like YouTube where you have so many users, you're gonna have to at least do a little bit of automation. And I mean, these guys literally have so much amount of video upload all the time. But no matter how big of a crew they had, they'd never be able to really, truly, totally do it, would they? Moderate it properly. I don't think they would. And of course, I know AdSense kind of separate, but even AdSense, they have a lot of different companies that are on there, right? It's not just a few big ones or something. It's, you know, you have everything from little mom and pop to big, crazy national giants and all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, is this a motorcycle or a one wheel? It's a motorcycle, I think. Yep, it is. Okay. That's not anything crazy. I was kind of hoping it's the one-wheel guy. There's a one-wheel guy here in Cheyenne that does his own videos, and he rides around all over Cheyenne. He actually kind of joined up in one of the slow rolls last summer. Did a little bit of videoing. There you go, 2 more motorcycles. Coming over here to Bremer Park. I don't think I went to this park a lot when I was a kid, but I stop by sometimes. It doesn't look like anyone's here right now, so why not? Let's wander over this way. There's a lot of videos I watch from Adam. I think I already mentioned the abandoned Six Flags video, but I also watched at least one or two of his Puente Hills Mall videos. I seem to remember, it could have been him or Dan Bell, but is one of those two did a really good tour of the inside, and they actually showed where there was kind of a little memoriam spot for the Twin Peaks thing from Back to the Future. I don't know why I had Fast and Furious in mind. Back to the Future. There's been so many videos I've watched, but like there's certain ones that are just more significant, that are more memorable anyway. To me, that's all I should say. And, you know, another one was the National Lampoon's Vacation film locations. That was pretty cool to see. Him actually document that. I'm sure I've watched a number of his abandoned videos too. I just don't remember exactly which ones, just because, again, it's been a long time ago. You know, that's something that's weird. When I was like 10 or 15, even 15 years old, I always thought, you know, I'm never going to forget these things that I remember. And, you know, once you get to be like 20 years older, once you get around that point, you know, get around 20 years old, or, you know, maybe 25 or something like that, right? At this point, I'm in my mid-20s, so it's weird. As soon as you get into that point, if at least for me, I do find that there are certain things I don't remember as well anymore, and it is unfortunate in a way. There's so many reasons why I started Optopolis. I started as a gamer, but really back in 2015, when I was deciding, well, do I go this way? Oh God, this reminds me of the video I just rewatched from Adam delivering his letter of moving away from California, I think in Anaheim, right? If I remember right. Hopefully I'm right. I could go this way and do gaming stuff, or I could go this way and I could do exploration of abandoned places. Now, I thought about it, but it's like, well, I don't know. I'm still pretty young. I don't know enough about the world yet. So I went the gaming route. And I started doing videos about GTA 5 races and Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon. I think I did both of those, although Motorsport more than Horizon. Well, I don't know. Maybe about the same, actually. God, I never did that stupid cinnamon challenge. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do something that stupid, but I think I kind of lost track of where I was. I think I was talking about some of the videos I had watched from Adam the Woo in the day. I'm pretty sure his main channel was where I did get introduced to him, and there were several videos. I mean, there is Puente Hills, of course. There was the Six Flags that I talked about at the very start of the video. There is a video of the Lampoon's Vacation, filming locations, and I don't know, there's just so many videos I watched in the day, and I don't remember necessarily every single one, but those are probably three of the most memorable to me. And I don't know, it's kind of sad to just know that there's not going to be another really Adam the Woo video out there. It's kind of sad. Definitely not the same. Right over here behind me, there's the skate park. They put in this little cell phone tower that has dressings on it to make it look like a tree. Kind of looks like a spruce or something like that, but yeah. It's getting a little bit chillier now. I want to flip this around, but it's hard to do that because my phone's connected to my power bank right now. The battery died in it, so that's where we're at. Yeah, I don't know. I do. God, I can't believe how many times I cried over the last few days. I definitely never thought I'd be crying over Christmas. Never thought I'd be crying over someone I watched on the internet who I never even met. Never thought that would happen until this happened. But here we are. Now in a world that I do think will at least have a noticeable hole in it for pretty much anyone who knew Adam the Woo. Definitely wasn't expected. Considering he was 51, to me, he still looked pretty freaking young. 30s, maybe 40s, because he was getting a little bit gray in those hairs, but I don't know. Pretty crazy, to say the least. Right back over here, there was some kind of a little ball shoot thing, arena thing. If I can find a photo of it, I'll put it up, but they tore it down over the last maybe month or two. Came by a few weeks ago and it was half torn down and there's stuff dangling everywhere. So random. But they got it torn down. I don't know if they're going to put it back with the new stuff or what. Gotta love when the phone batteries die in the cold, though. Seems like as soon as it gets 50s or lower, my phone does not like that cold at all, and it does not last for long. I wonder how many people know that there's a little park thing over here. Or a little playground. I mean, I imagine people that go to these things do, but yeah. Everybody knows about the skate park. I think that's the only one in town. At least that's publicly accessible. Yeah, I'll sneak back around this way, and I guess I'll see about wrapping up the video from there. Pretty crazy, though. I don't think Adam's death was something that anyone expected. Obviously, my deepest sorrow, condolences to friends and family of Adam the Woo. I'm very sorry for your loss, especially at this time of year. I'm sorry to everyone who, even including myself, that you won't be seeing another Adam the Woo video really anytime soon. Unless his parents maybe find something that hadn't been posted or something, but something like that. You won't really see a true, fresh Adam the Woo video again. I am sorry for that. That sucks. And I don't know. A lot of us in the retail community, I guess this was the other thing I wanted to talk about. A lot of us in the retail community were inspired by him. I kind of said it earlier, but there's so many YouTubers. Nate Guy, for sure. I think Sal, pretty sure I was watching Sal before I started doing my videos. Or at least bulk of them. Dan Bell, absolutely. I was watching him clear back before he did that. Oh God, I can't think of the name of them all right now. That's out in Ohio he did. It was like the video that I think it made him famous. The police had shown up right at the end of his video of that mall. He described the food court as having kind of a fog, and there were frogs in the elevator shaft. Can't think of the name of that mall right now, but that's one of my most memorable videos from Dan. And I watched that back around time it came out, too. I think proper people were at least inspired in some way by Adam, which is another channel that absolutely inspired me. Oh, man. Coming right back around to where we started in Cahill. Or Cahill Bremer, sorry. There's two parks right down the street with each other, and it's easy to confuse their names. But nobody's here, so I'm not hurting anyone by passing through. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Crazy how things happen that you just never would have dreamed. And it happens, man. It's life. I guess the important thing is to just kind of move forward. Maybe take some lessons from people like Adam who, you know, when they do pass away, try to take some lessons from what they've learned and apply it to your own knowledge and skill base. Maybe also trying to just make the best of each moment. I think his vlogs reflected that in a lot of ways he tried to live his best life. He went out every single day, it seems like, just about, with very rare exceptions, for a very long time. For a large part of the time, he was doing his YouTube stuff. Maybe that's the lesson. Maybe that's the lesson. Okay, I saw this shoe when I came by here the first time. I don't know whose shoe it is, but I don't want to know. But yeah. Oh, there's the other one. It's right over here. The other one's over here. Oh, man. It's the end of 2025, and I probably won't be making another video till next year. I'm gonna make my best effort to, on January 1st or 2nd, start filming some new videos. If I'm lucky, then I'll be able to meet up with one of the other retail people in the community who's out in my area, kind of, currently. And we'll go from there on the main channel. And on the side channels, of course, I'll still try to upload the occasional video like this. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be on the extra channel. And, you know, yeah, I think that's about it. Guess as Adam would say, the vlog is over. I want to do the thing at the end where it's like, why are you still here? Why haven't you left yet? Why are you still watching? It's over. Go home. Wasn't that Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Oh, man. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Hope you have a great New Year if you're watching this before this next year starts. Whatever year it is, for that matter. But stay safe, and I guess I'll hopefully see you in another video. Peace out, everyone.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.